Hey everyone, welcome to today's explainer. If you've ever stumbled over how to describe exactly what's happening right in front of you, well, you're absolutely in the right place. Today, we're mastering the present continuous tense. It's easy, it's fun, and it is a literal must-have for your everyday English tool belt.
All right, let's look at our roadmap for today. We'll cover what this tense actually is, how to build it, making negatives and questions, spotting helpful time expressions, and then we'll wrap up with a quick practice quiz.
Okay, kicking things off with Section 1. What is the present continuous?
So, the biggest takeaway here is that we use this tense to describe actions that are currently ongoing. Basically, things happening right around now. But actually, scratch that. It's more like a Swiss Army knife. It's a total multitasker. We use it for three main things: actions happening this very second, temporary actions happening around this period in your life, and, get this, even planned future arrangements.
Let's bring that to life. For an action happening right this second, you'd say, I am reading a book. For a temporary thing, maybe a seasonal sport, you'd say, she is playing football. And for the future, they are studying English means they've got a rock-solid plan. So from right now to the scheduled future, this tense really does cover the whole shebang.
Moving right along to Section 2, how to build it.
Think of this like a really simple math formula. You just take your subject, add your to-be verb, so am, is, or are, and then slap an ing onto your main verb. It's that easy. I pairs with am, giving us I am eating. Singular subjects like he or she take is, and plural subjects like we or they take are. Everything just lines up perfectly.
Seriously, take a mental screenshot of this slide right now. Subject plus am, is, or are, plus the verb with an ing at the end. This is your golden rule. Burn this formula into your brain, and I promise you will literally never get this tense wrong. All right, Section 3, negatives and questions. Let's tackle negative sentences first. To make a negative, it is incredibly simple. All you do is slide the word not right after your am, is, or are. That's it. I am sleeping instantly transforms into I am not sleeping. You don't even have to touch that ing verb. Here are a couple more examples just to show you how seamless this is. Instead of he is watching TV, we just say he isn't watching TV. Notice how we mashed is and not together to make isn't? We do the exact same thing with are and not to get aren't, which gives us they aren't playing outside. Native speakers use these contractions all the time because, well, it just sounds way more natural and conversational. Now, what about questions? Well, we just rearrange the furniture a bit. Just swap the order and put am, is, or are right at the very beginning of the sentence. So the statement, you are reading, flips and becomes, are you reading? The verb keeps its ing ending, nothing else changes. And when someone actually asks you one of these questions in real life, you don't have to awkwardly repeat the whole sentence back to them. You can just use these super handy short answers. Is she cooking? Simply becomes, yes, she is, or no, she isn't. Just match the to-be verb to the subject and you are good to go. Moving on to Section 4, helpful time expressions. I like to call these our cheat codes. These are specific words that act like giant flashing signs telling you, hey, use the present continuous. Whenever you hear words like now, right now, or at the moment, that is your cue. Oh, and definitely pay attention to exclamations like look or listen, because if someone wants you to look at something, well, it has to be happening right now, right? See how words like look instantly anchor us in the present moment? Look, the baby is sleeping. You're literally pointing out an ongoing action. Or they are doing their homework now. That little word now perfectly justifies exactly why we use the are doing setup. Okay, the moment of truth. Section 5, practice and quiz time. All right, you've got all the building blocks, so let's see what you can do. Here's your first challenge. She blank a book now. Take a really close look at the subject she and that huge clue, the word now. Apply our golden rule and see if you can guess it before I reveal it. Got it? The answer is reading. Since the subject is she, we use is and tag that ing onto read. So, she is reading a book now. Nailed it. Let's step it up with a negative statement. We blank TV now, and you need to use not and watch. Think about exactly where that not goes when your subject is we.
Boom! It's aren't watching or are not watching. We pair we with are, slide in the not, and put ing on watch. We aren't watching TV now. Super easy, right? Okay, one last question to really lock this in. It's multiple choice. He blank eating lunch now. Does the subject he take option A, is, or option B, are?
Spot on. The correct choice is A, is. He is eating lunch now. You did an absolutely fantastic job today. You just mastered the positive sentences, the negatives, the questions, and even those cheat code time expressions. The key now is to just keep practicing every single day. Look out for this tense when you're watching TV or talking to friends. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this explainer for even more English mastery.
But before you go, I want to leave you with a little homework to test out those brand new skills. Answer this question out loud, wherever you are right now, using the present continuous tense. What are you doing right now to master English? Thanks so much for hanging out.